Hello, friends. Welcome back to Sunday Shenanigans with me, your host, Trevor Stewart 1308, and we are here with the ASOC Prod Cat and the Peanut Gallery. Hi, guys.
Hello.
How are you all doing?
You're doing all right.
Yeah. That's good. All right is better than bad.
Mm-hmm.
I almost forgot to share my screen here with you all.
That'd be good.
I'm just a little out of sorts this morning.
Oh.
Yeah, well, hopefully, this'll help take care of it. Today's pre-rolls brought to you by The Hidden Leaf, downtown Charlottesville, 105 West Main Street. Above the bricks, Suite 200 on, did I already say on the downtown mall? Great place to go with some great buds to get some great buds. A bud, and the only thing better than their bud is their customer service. Also, they have the lowest prices in town, according to my own personally highly biased research, by which I mean I was incredibly high when I did my biased research. You can find them on Instagram at The Hidden Leaf, where you can also find our other two sisters, Kush Gang Snacks, findable KG Snacks 434 on Instagram, and Firehouse Organics, spelled with a Z. You can find them at Firehouse Organics, spelled with a Z, on Instagram. A note of disclaimer, you will be probably hearing some opinions throughout the show today. Those opinions belong to the expresser of the opinion, us, and or the channel and or parent company, but not necessarily any of our sponsors, including Hidden Leaf, Kush Gang, and Firehouse Organics, spelled with a Z. Well, all right, I think that's about that. We are going to be playing along. We're not playing along with, because it's a clip show today. We will be listening to NPR's Wait, Don't Tell Me, their Saturday, April 11th clip show. Which is, I feel, unfortunate, because there was a lot of stuff this week that they probably would have gone over. As you had said, Kat, you have a huge list of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of things that it should be.
Oh, well. Do you want to go ahead and give us that list of stuff anyway?
Well, there's all the different high points we hit yesterday with the different articles, because most of that stuff happened before they would have run the show. But then you also have such tidbits like the Kimberly-Clark warehouse fire.
Ooh. Kimberly-Clark warehouse fire. No.
A whole warehouse went up, and it was accompanied by a video of a now ex-employee lighting things on fire and saying all you had to do was pay us enough to live.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
With rumors of a second similar type fire in a different state happening yesterday. But I haven't actually seen any news on that. Just the rumor.
Okay. Rumblings of discontent from the peasants.
So you had that. You had several of the rants that, would you say, Citrus Satan?
Yes.
Went off on that were not specifically directed at his MAGA people. The fact that due to the rants that he started letting off on Easter Sunday, which would be the other big thing that might make it on there, is there's now actually an official request for a mental health check on him, basically. Mental competency exam. Meanwhile, like Monday, someone filed 13 articles of impeachment on him.
Wow. Okay.
There was a lot of things that happened this week that could have made it to the show.
That is a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Wow. Also, hi, Just Me Crystal. Enjoy your breakfast.
Yep.
Let us know what you're having. Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, that would be stuff that'll, I guess, make it maybe on to next week's show.
And apparently the Pope said he is not going to make it to the U.S. while this administration is still in power.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Not just I'm not coming for your celebration this year. I'm not coming for your celebration as long as you're here.
Right.
In other news, you had the I'm going to say supposed peace talks that Vance was engaged with that have gone badly, while someone who should have been at the peace talks because he's the actual person in charge was at a UFC fight.
Wow.
In between his visit to Charlottesville, and then he let off several nasty rants about Spanberger and how she has absolutely ruined Virginia.
Wait, was he at a UFC fight in Virginia?
I don't believe so. I believe he was in New York.
Okay.
But it is
and then,
April.
Of course, he went after Spanberger, which is...
Yeah.
Not great. I mean, I'm not... Okay. I'm not going to say that Spanberger is... So far, it seems like she's doing a good job. Right? Feels like she's doing a pretty good job. Hey, Darth Dragonis. But I'm not going to say that she is the resounding... the resounding step to the left that I think we need.
No.
Nor did I ever expect her to be. And, you know, we talked about centrism yesterday. She's centrist. She's way more centrist, way more moderate and centrist than I would like. Plus, I mean, she's a cop.
Mm-hmm.
And all of these are valid reasons to be wary of her. However, she has not ruined Virginia.
Mm-mm.
And I don't remember exactly what she's passed so far, but all the bills that I've heard her put pen to are bills that I'm pretty okay with.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I need to look into what the bill for the legal cannabis market is going to look like.
Yeah.
Because I'm worried that there are going to be some things in there that are.
It's a step to the left, and that's what came to mind.
Yeah.
I seriously thought you were making a joke about going back to our last Democratic governor. But they're both good. They're both good jokes. It's just a jump to the left, then a step to the right. With your hands on your hips, you bring your knees in tight. But it's the pelvic thrusts that really drive you insane. Let's do the time warp again.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Chris in the 386. Thank you for the anniversary, the happy anniversary. Appreciate it. Came in right as I'm singing the time warp. I even remember some of the callbacks for during the song. It's just a jump to the left and a step to the right with your hands on your hips, or someone else's. Bring your knees in tight. But it's the pelvic thrusts, group sex that really drive you insane. Let's all fall down again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I did this enough times. I did Rocky Horror Picture Show enough times that a lot of the callbacks are still just muscle memory. It's, yeah. Anyway. So yeah, Trump went off on Spamberger.
Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, the thing he's probably, well, what happened and what he's blaming Spanberger for are property taxes. Which, given some of my various side gigs, I have been helping someone with their mail, and I know that the property tax notices went out in February.
I mean,
But
for
the
one,
property
yeah,
tax notices are not set by the state. They are set by the local county or city government.
Right. And the property taxes he's complaining about are Albemarle County property taxes.
Yep.
Because those are the property taxes he's paying. And Albemarle County has some of the highest property taxes in the state.
Yep.
Because
They're not the property taxes he's paying. They're the property taxes he's attempting to dodge.
Yes, that is exactly it.
Let us remember, he's probably not paying these taxes. But there is a lot of money in Albemarle County, and there's a very high, like the land is valued very high. By the way, I'm glad I'm not actually in Albemarle County.
Yep. So property taxes are what he's fussing about.
Yeah.
Also, he may be upset about the Confederate flag thing on the license plates too.
Oh, yeah, he may be a little irritated about that.
What?
We
It
took
got
the
signed
Confederate
in.
flag off license plates.
Yeah. So
Because she signed the bill that said no more Confederate flag plates.
you've got that, and you've got the removal of like the Sons of the Confederacy, Daughters of the Confederacy, whatever from
MBO
recognized.
status.
Yeah, whatever.
Nonprofit organization or something.
Yeah.
Or not. Yeah. I mean, like, basically loss of status for them. Yeah, there have been several local things that I would call wins. I'm still unsure about Abigail Spanberger because she's a cop.
Yes.
But I'd say we got some wins. So that's I could see why he's. Hey! Thank you for the 7-stream streak, Just Me Crystal. Woohoo! 7 streams.
Look at that, look at that.
I had a thought. It died a sad and lonely death. Like I said, I'm off my game today. Well, I guess, huh?
Backgammon? Checkers?
No. Yes.
Shuffleboard.
Shuffleboard.
What?
Parcheesi.
No.
We're just trying to figure out what your game is.
Yes.
So that we can get you back on your game.
Pool. That's actually my game. And I'm not actually great at pool. I am. When I was playing regularly, I was good enough that I had to call every shot I made. Everything about every shot I made. I couldn't just accidentally make a shot. I had to do everything on purpose. And I was good enough that if I was having a good night and someone else is having a bad night, other actual good pool players were having a bad night, I could win.
Hooker.
Snooker?
It can't be normal pool for you. It has to be snooker.
I did occasionally play like we were playing snooker. I did occasionally do really messed up things, give really awful leaves on purpose. Be like, well, I don't have a shot, but now neither do you. Ha ha ha. But because I was playing in America, I was playing Freedom Pool. 8 ball. Yes, sir.
Freedom pool. So you are skinny dipping?
Kermit the Frog sings Tom Petty. Free ballin'. Nope, still Elmer the Fudd. Elmer Fudd.
Yeah.
That one broke me, man. You got me. You got me. The skinny dipping one.
The freedom pool. I mean, come on.
No, I get it. I get it. Come on. I mean, who doesn't want to just be floating free? It's a wonderful feeling. We better get on with the show before we fall any further down this rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm.
Let's yeah.
The following program was taped in front of an audience of real live people.
Can you hear it?
From NPR
All right.
and WBEZ Chicago, this is Wait, Don't Tell Me, the NPR News Quiz. I'm the 7-time winner of the Fort Lauderdale Wet Blazer Contest, Bill Curtis. And here is your host at the Studebaker Theater in the Fine Arts Building in Chicago, Illinois, Peter Sagal.
Thank you, Bill. Thanks, everybody. It is spring break, and just like we did in college, everyone on our show is taking the opportunity to stay home and catch up on our homework.
Speak for yourself, dweeb. I'm at a karaoke bar in Cabo, absolutely lit on tequila, singing Chapel Roan at the top of my lungs.
Yes.
Okay, fine. While Bill is having fun, the rest of us are reviewing our notes from the past year or so. Delroy Lindo may not have won an Oscar for his role in the movie Sinners, but I am sure he was just as happy to join us back in January to talk about his amazing career.
Thank you.
I'm such a big fan of yours. I feel like I've seen you in movies and TV for a very long time, but
Ever.
I don't really associate you with one role, and I was wondering, do people recognize you mostly for one thing or another?
One thing or another.
Yeah.
Meaning different audience members have different references for me based on what they've seen me do. There is not one part in particular.
That said, it has always occurred to me, watching you in all kinds of different things, that your characters have a certain quality that they all share. And I actually heard you tell a story. You were on stage quite recently with your good friend Denzel Washington. And you told a story about how early on in your career you were approached by a guy on a bicycle. I think it was like you were getting your car, and that guy seemed to nail it. So I was wondering if you could tell that story to us.
So it's okay to curse on this show, right?
I think people get a sense. Go right ahead. We have beeps.
So I was parking my car on Park Avenue. This is many years ago in New York City. And a bicycle messenger passed me, young African-American gentleman. He stopped, backed his bike up, came to me and said, "Hey man, you that actor, right?" And I said, "Yeah, brother. Yes, I am." And he said, "You know what I dig about you in the movies, man?" And I said, "What, brother?" He said, "Nobody ever with you in the movies, bro."
And that, am I right, guys? Yes?
And as I explained to Denzel, for me, I interpreted that as him having a certain kind of respect for whatever it is he had seen me do.
Yeah. It's true. As we have mentioned, you and Denzel have known each other for years. Students together at the American Conservatory Theater in San Francisco, where a lot of great actors came from. He says that you gave him one of the greatest bits of advice he ever got as a young, starving actor. You said you could survive, what was it, on a loaf of wheat bread, a jar of honey, and a jar of peanut butter.
That's how I lived when I needed to.
Yeah.
Right? When I was the point being, that was a kind of a go-to that you could that one could get protein, and get all of the nutrients that one needed.
Yeah, but I want to ask immediately though.
I mean,
when you first started making money,
I've
or
been
maybe
there.
just the first time you got a paycheck for acting, what was like the good thing to eat? The first thing that you bought?
Okay, you will learn this about me. I'm not going to answer the question, but I will give you an answer.
Oh, please.
So when I first made a little bit of money as an actor, the thing that gave me the most joy was to be able to send money to my mom as proof that. Thank you. As proof that not only was I gainfully employed, but I was sufficiently gainfully employed that I could send her some money.
That's nice.
You know, I don't think you're doing that well, and I would like to adopt you.
Your mother, if I'm not mistaken, was a Jamaican immigrant to Great Britain, where you spent
That is correct.
first years.
That is correct.
So I'm assuming, like all immigrant mothers, she wanted you to make a nice living, like become a doctor, a lawyer, something respectable. That might have been a Paul.
Apparently, when I was 2.5, I said, when I grow up, I want to be a doctor, Ma. And my mom never let me forget that. So,
Right. You promised me. And what's amazing, another story I learned about you, is that you caught the acting bug at the age of 5.
I did. You've done your homework. As a result of being in the nativity play at in my elementary, my primary school. That is correct.
Right.
Yes.
Which character in the nativity scene did you play?
The Black King, bro.
I want to talk to you about Sinners, which is an amazing film, one of the biggest movies of last year, which will hopefully reap a lot of awards. This is a movie, again, filled with music, brilliant music, extraordinary
Brilliant.
music, and you play a musician,
Yeah.
a singer and piano player. Did you have to learn? Was that a talent you brought to the table when you walked on set?
No, I received a lot of instruction. I had 1, 2, 3.
It occurs to me that in everything I've seen Delroy Lindo ever in, he has always looked old. He's always had this older look to him.
Mm-hmm.
Denzel just got old. Like in the last couple of years, Denzel went from being youthful at worst to old. I'm just saying, some people have that look all their life, and then some people lose a bet with an angry witch and their curse kicks in at 65 or 70, whatever age he is.
I mean, I'm going to pick on one of everybody's favorite cowboys, but the same can be said of Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott always looked old, although he's actually not. He's not in favor anymore.
Fair.
He came out as MAGA and kind of lost some favor.
I hadn't heard that part. But
it's not surprising that he's like. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
Back in Tombstone, Yup.
He had that look, and
he had that look.
It's because the mustache is always. It's always been a light color, and it looks like it should be a
gray
darker.
in that movie.
Yes, in that movie, but even before that, like, it was always a lighter. It's always been a lighter color.
Mm-hmm.
And which makes it, and his eyebrows have always been dark, so it makes it look like, a gray mustache on somebody who should be dark-haired.
Right.
And that's, how he looked in The Big Lebowski as well. He had that
Mm-hmm.
look. So yeah, I mean, he's Sam Elliott has always had that kind of look.
One of
He's
these
been
days I might
old
actually
since,
see that movie.
huh?
I said one of these days I might actually see that movie.
Mm.
What, Tombstone?
No, The Big Lebowski.
Oh, I'm not sure how you'll feel about it. It has a lot of very surrealist aspects to it.
Well, for the most part,
Did,
not a huge fan of the Coen brothers, so.
see, that's what I figured. And it's kind of a very Coen Brothers movie. Like it's one of their more Coen Brothers flicks.
Like, for instance, I could not stand Fargo.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think you're gonna like Big Lebowski.
Mm.
I'm a fan of the Coen Brothers. I like their work. I don't know that I've seen a Coen Brothers movie that I don't like.
Mm.
In the Western that they did for Netflix, The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, I enjoyed those vignettes.
Mm.
Most of them were quite enjoyable.
Okay. I have not seen that. No Country for Old Men?
Huh?
Have not seen that.
Mm. There's no part of that I think is funny.
Mm.
I mean, there are parts that I find lightly amusing, but nothing that's like funny. It's the darker, more thriller side of the Coen brothers.
Mm.
And they have that side because a lot of their movies have that kind of stuff in it. I feel like Big Lebowski is one of their least violent movies.
Mm. I think I have to watch some of the other ones. I think Oh Brother Where Art Thou would probably be a little bit less violent.
Oh yeah. Oh Brother Where Art Thou is less violent. There is a very minimal amount of violence in that. There's
Unless you're a frog.
violence unless you're a frog. I mean there's that one scene. That one. Have you seen Oh Brother Where Art Thou?
Yep. Only recently.
What'd you think of that? What?
I, for the most part, enjoyed it.
Okay. Big Lebowski. You might like Big Lebowski. You might. You also might find it pointless. Like, I could easily see how somebody could watch that movie and go, well, that was...
A waste of 2 hours.
Yeah. I did not find it pointless. I personally, I won't say that I found a lot of deeper meanings in the stuff, but I found it to be meditative almost. And also highly quotable. And quotability seems to be one of the criteria by which I judge something.
I can understand that.
I just realized that at this moment.
Uh-huh.
So a movie must meet a certain quota.
Yep.
I should have seen that coming.
I mean, that's part of, well, that is a small part of why you enjoy the Ballad of Buster Scruggs. That one meme.
Oh, that one meme.
Oh my god. It has turned up so many times in so many places. Almost as many as the one from the Cabin in the Woods with the whiteboard.
Ah, yes, the whiteboard.
Okay. Well, let's move on with the show. We're only a few minutes in.
Three brilliant musicians, New Orleans-based musicians, who worked with me on my relationship to the keyboard.
Right.
And I also had instruction on the harp, the harmonica. So I had a lot of instruction.
Yeah. Do you still play now that the movie's all wrapped in the past?
No, I have. God bless them. The producers gave me the one of the keyboards. I've been so busy, frankly, I haven't had a chance to get back to it.
I don't know, man. If you don't practice, you may not.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know, it's true. I want to ask you this before we move to our game, which is we understand that one of your legacies as your youth in Britain is that you were a big fan of soccer.
I am.
Man U, right?
All day long.
All day long, Man U. I mean, you're a pretty prominent guy. Has the team honored you? Have they had you there? I mean, they have a lot of fans, but you're pretty...
Man, they have not, and give them a call.
I will.
If
only I'd known. Are you then very excited for the upcoming World Cup?
I am.
Yeah.
I really, really am. Yeah. Very, very much so. I'm not sure. I don't have tickets yet. Anybody in the audience who has influence there can give me a call. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited.
Yeah, it's a sad thing when someone like you has to ask us. But
yeah, right.
All right,
really.
but do you have any divided loyalties? You grew up in England. You live here. Is where your career's been. Are you going to be rooting? You know who you're rooting for?
Actually, that's a really good question. And I would say the answer, do I have divided loyalties? I would say I'd like to see the English team do well. Mm-hmm. I'd like to see the American team do well. So I guess I've got my feet on both sides of the fence there.
Okay, you're going to be torn if it comes down to those two teams.
It will not.
Yeah, I was about to say no way.
It's not going to happen, man.
No, that's not. I'm hardly a fan, and even I know that is not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
No. Well, Delroy Lindo, it is a pleasure to talk to you, and we have invited you here today to play a game, and we are calling it
Sinners Meet the Saints.
So you star in the movie Sinners, as said, so we thought we'd ask you today 3 questions about Saints, specifically the New Orleans Saints of the NFL, which, if you're not a fan, in this last season, 2025, improved on the prior year's 5-12 record by going 6-11. So if you answer 2 out of 3 questions correctly, you will win our prize. One of our listeners, the voice of anyone from our show they might like on their voicemail.
That's not the worst
Bill,
record
who is the great
out there.
Delroy Lindo playing for?
Kevin Harmon of Detroit, Michigan.
Here's your first question. The Saints have been playing in the NFL since 1967, and for the first few decades, they weren't very good. After a 1-15 season in 1980, Disappointed fans in New Orleans started calling them what? A, the New Orleans Aints. B, the New Orleans Taints. Or C, the Houston Saints.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the New
Aints.
Orleans Taints.
I wish it were, but it was the New Orleans Aints, I'm afraid. They took the S off. New Orleans
Again,
Aints. They ain't
we've
very
already
good.
heard this,
Here's your next
so it
question.
doesn't
You still have
count.
2 more chances. The Saints are credited with an innovation in pro football. What was it? A, they were the first team to hire a choreographer for their end zone dancers. B, they were the first team to have a fan in the stands wear a paper bag over his head from embarrassment. Or C, they were the first team to make uniform pants tighter to increase fan appeal.
Am I allowed to ask for the right answer from somebody in the audience?
You are welcome to poll the audience, but the audience is yelling. The audience is yelling B.
I'm going with B also.
That is B. Yes. The man first to put a bag on his head out of embarrassment while watching a football game was named Mike Dilberto. He was a Saints fan and sometimes broadcaster.
I love that.
He was the first to do it, but hundreds soon followed. All right, here's your last question. You get this right, Delroy, you win it all for one of our listeners. The Saints, at one point, seemed to have a rather unlikely fan. Who was it? A, Pope Francis, who regularly accidentally tagged the team while trying to tweet about the other kind of Saints. B, a very popular burlesque dancer in NOLA who changed her name to the Nude Orleans Saint. Or C, a man who remained loyal to the team despite proposing to 3 different women on the Jumbotron on 3 different occasions and getting rejected by all of them.
The Pope.
The Pope is right. Yes, Pope Francis. Devout man. Devoted to the Catholic saints, but not very good at Twitter. He kept tagging the New Orleans Saints whenever he would praise the saints of the Catholic Church. Bill, how did Delroy Lindo do in our quiz?
2 out of 3 is a winner, which proves don't F with Delroy.
There you go.
God bless you. Thank you so much.
Bye, Delroy.
Everybody.
Again,
So, like I
had
said,
a
we are
thought,
on
so-
spring break, and we are spending the time reviewing our past
went
work
away.
just in case anybody gives us a pop quiz on it.
If that happens, I'll just sit next to you and cop.
I had a thought. It died a sad and lonely death.
Be your answers, nerd.
I hope we get tested on our conversation with Ray Seahorn, the star of Better Call Saul and Pluribus, because I have practically got it memorized anyway. What can I say? I'm a fan.
So much so, in fact, that Peter asked her if it was true that in Better Call Saul, she went from being a supporting player to a star because creator Vince Gilligan liked her so much.
I mean, I don't know all of the inner workings of it. I do know that they told me after the fact that they weren't sure how long I would be there or if I would just end up being, the one that got away to Jimmy or some, mythological thing that he wished he had risen to. I do think they enjoyed my performance, but I also think they realized it was a very good storytelling tool.
Right. You could have just admitted to sucking up, but that also was a lovely story. Better Call Saul, for people who don't know, was a prequel to Breaking Bad, and your character, Kim Wexler, is not in Breaking Bad. So like every other fan of Better Call Saul, I was terrified every episode that you were going to get killed, right?
As was I.
Well, that was the question.
Did you have any more to that than prequel?
Nope, not really.
OE. I will say, I was never worried that they were going to kill off Kim Wexler. Because they kept putting her in positions where she was important. They kept making her the key to keeping the story going, even though it was the story about this other about the other guy's life, about the Saul Goodman. Jimmy. Oh, I can almost come up with the last name there. I should know all of this because I've seen it a couple of times. I've seen the first several seasons a couple of times. But for the first several seasons, even at the spoiler alert car crash, she's so pivotal to the story moving forward. Like, her character is so, like, that they can't kill her off. Like, she couldn't die from the car crash. And it was like, it was just really weird. Like, yeah, it was interesting to see. It was interesting to see and fun to watch. And I felt like she did a great job in that role. But the writers were definitely not going to kill her off. Like, they could get her as close to death as they wanted. She couldn't die because without her there, the story wouldn't move forward. Is what it felt like, anyway.
I wondered, was it like on The Sopranos, where like every actor famously would open the script that week, wondering if like that was their number had come up?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm thinking the Game of Thrones people had it even worse.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, my good friend Patrick Fabian and I would just, the first couple of seasons, I would say, we would get our scripts and just call each other, flipping through and just go, I'm not dead, I'm not dead, I'm not dead. And he didn't tell me that he knew he was going to die in that last season. I got surprised reading the script, and Bob and Patrick and I lived together for most of the seasons of shooting, and I ran upstairs. I was like, I can't believe you kept this from me. And he did, and he even kept it from his wife, who watched it.
Really?
Watched it when it aired and was like, "What?"
Yeah. This isn't my situation, or it doesn't sound like his, but I can't imagine being in a marriage where you're like, how does she react when she sees me die?
I was just thinking that. Just watching to see if there's like an unconscious grin.
Yeah,
right?
just like, did you just giggle?
We have to talk about Pluribus, which I love and am just so excited when every episode comes. One of the things.
Thank you. I hear Paula won't watch it.
Yeah.
It's not that I won't watch it. Listen, I love Ray Seahorn to death, and I would watch anything you were in. I would watch like a cleaning product commercial with you. But I don't know how to do streaming or any kind of paid television. So I watched Better Call Saul so many times that I know so much more about it than what any of you are saying, because I watched it on DVD. So if it doesn't come out on DVD, or there's not like a puppet show version of it, I don't.
I'm gonna buy you an Apple TV and then paint it to look like a VCR.
Oh, it could also come out on VHS, Ray, because I still have a VCR.
I was just with Vince this morning doing an interview and told him I was coming on. He says hi. He also loves this show. And literally said, Paula, he's going to find out if there's a way for us to make VHS tapes of the show.
Oh, thank you.
In addition to being a huge fan of yours, I respect you immensely because you spent a lot of times in the trenches in theater and doing what work you could. And I wondered if you knew at this juncture what your first listed credit on IMDb.com is.
What does IMDb say?
The IMDb says your first credit as a professional actor was playing the tutorial sorceress in the Magic the Gathering video game.
That was a very early job. Yes.
Yes. And
so in the original game, it was software of the card game, and but it came with a tutorial, and on the back of the.
I love how she just assumes everybody in the audience knows what the card game is. Knows what the Magic the Gathering card game is. And then doesn't assume that they know that there was a video game version of that early on.
I mean, on the one hand, yeah, there's a lot of assumption there, but on the other hand,
safe assumptions.
It's been around long enough.
And this is the crowd to make that assumption with.
I mean, she could just as easily have been doing something for Pokemon and could assume that everybody knows.
Everybody would know Pokemon, though. Like, Pokemon is definitely a bigger CCG deal than Magic the Gathering. Magic the Gathering is, I'd say, a close second.
Yeah.
But I think it's still a little more niche. I think anime is bigger than fantasy in general.
Yes and no, because you've got a whole bunch of... I'm not sure for Magic if they're called booster packs or whatever, but there's a whole bunch of additions that have been added into the game that bring in the anime element.
And all sorts of other elements, too.
Exactly.
All sorts of other elements. So it's not just that. It's not just the... But, and... Yeah. But... So it isn't like... But there's still this very basic sort of thing. Where... Like... Also, Pokemon had the cartoons, movies, video games. Like, I know Magic the Gathering has some of that, but not as big as Pokemon.
This is true. This is true.
It's part of why Pokemon is a more visible brand than Magic.
Well, I mean, the little yellow rodent helps with visibility.
Yep. Really did. And the fact that Magic doesn't really have a mascot.
No, not really. Not that I've ever heard of.
Right. So, I do feel like I do feel like there is a little bit of that assumption in there that's like, when she says that, that's like, but again, this is the crowd to do that. Just like we're the crowd to, you know, the three of us are the crowd to make Magic the Gathering and D&D and, you know, other TTRPG references to. You know?
I try to make it difficult when I obfuscate those references.
I bid overbearing domination. I play the bomb.
Dude, this is TTRPG, not BTRPG. Tabletop, not bedtop.
Also, that was LARPing. I would have had to have used 10-sided dice to see how many successes I got if we were actually doing the TTRPG. So, in Vampire LARP, live action role playing, the way you basically roll dice. The way you decide the outcome of something is with rock, paper, scissors. And, you know, the usual rules apply. However, there are certain abilities that you can have that allow you to overpower other things, such as one of the abilities that certain vampires get is domination, where you control other people with your psychic power, just your sheer aura and psychic power is, and at some level of domination, instead of throwing rock, paper, or scissors for the test, you can throw a bomb, because you're at a bomb. And the only thing that can defeat bomb is scissors to cut the wick.
I don't know. There's always the unofficial one that any of the storytellers can throw.
Oh, yeah. Flip the bird. Because I'm the storyteller.
Yep.
There was one that it was usually, I think, reserved for certain storytellers, but there was a certain type of vampire that could bid dark squiggly things come out of the shadows and grab you.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Tenebration was the ability.
The ability to manipulate shadows.
Yep. Again, it was a storyteller power, but there were also in LARPing, there were hand gestures for certain things. There was a power that allowed you to look like somebody else, to change your appearance or to disappear. You mentioned it earlier, obfuscate. Level 5 of that one allowed you to change your looks. And if you were looking like someone else, you put your finger to your chin like this, so that people would know you weren't you. And there was one where if you changed your appearance to look like someone else... Oh, I think you also did this if you were using obfuscation to disappear. I think that was also, like, if you were like this, you were invisible. If you changed your face to look like... What was invisible?
That was an arm across the body holding the opposite shoulder.
Okay, that was invisible. This is I look like someone else. And this is I look like you. I'm trying to remember if there are any other good ones. Oh, well. Okay. 90s gamer ASL, yeah, exactly.
No, I was thinking this was specifically goth.
Yeah. Oh. Out of character. This means you can deal with the player, not the character. One of the most ridiculous ones.
Why are your lights going off currently?
Oh. Because that strobe is on a timer. I can't get it off of the timer.
It looks like you're about to deal with some wee-woos.
Right? Well, all right, back to the show.
But it would be like a teeny tiny window on your screen would be the tutorial about how to navigate through the game. And me and an actor named Reggie, we were playing Sorcerer and Sorceress, and it was so low budget that they didn't have shoes, but they wanted us to look like we were wearing kind of gladiator sorcerer boots or whatever. So we're just wearing tube socks with electrical tape in crisscross fashion.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so
that's if you look carefully at Gladiator, that's what Russell Crowe wore.
That's true.
Right.
On YouTube, you can watch the whole thing,
Oh,
as I
get
did.
out.
If you are a Ray Seahorn completist, it's out there for you. Well, Ray Seahorn, it is such a joy to talk to you, and we have, in fact, asked you here to play a game. We are calling it this time...
It's Christmas, Carol.
So as everybody on Earth in Pluribus knows, your character's name is Carol. So we thought, given the season, we'd ask you about Christmas carols. Answer 2 out of 3 questions. You'll win our prize for one of our listeners, the voice of anyone they might choose, giving holiday greetings on their voicemail. So, Bill, who is Ray Seahorn playing for?
Alex Johnson of Seattle, Washington.
All right. First question. Just this year, a famous person tried to put...
What was that?
Do you know what I know?
No.
And I don't hear what you hear either.
Oh, that's what the next line is. Do you hear what I hear? Yeah, someone who can't sing. Not you, meaning me. I can't sing.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Do you hear what I hear? All I can think of is Gremlins.
I don't remember that line in Gremlins.
That's music playing in the background when they are attacking the mean old lady in her house and launch her out of the window from the stair chair.
Star, da, 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 da. Yes.
In the background, in my headphones, Gabernome is playing, and as you said that, I heard rectum, 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 rectum. Damn near killed him.
That's quite appropriate for that scene.
No damn near.
This is true, but still, it's an appropriate thing to play during that scene as well.
I don't know. She could have been mostly dead.
No, she wasn't bluffing.
To blave.
To blave, which we all know means to bluff. Alright, I'm gonna press play.
Put their own trademark on a new Christmas carol. Was it A, Tyra Banks' song, Santa Smize, B, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's Can You Smell What Santa Is Cooking, or C, Rick Astley's I'm Never Gonna Give You Gifts?
Okay, I'm going with A.
You're going with A, Tyra
A.
Banks' song, Santa Smize. You're right.
Wow.
Named by the Washington Post as one of the 5 worst Christmas carols of the year. So, all right, that was very
There
good.
you go.
And instinctual, and very good. All right. Next question. In 1953, a child singer named Gayla Peavy recorded and released a song called I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. Big hit. What was the result? A, the response to the song was so negative, she eventually became a nun and took a vow of silence. B, stuffed hippos were going in the black market for $5,000 in today's money. Or C, somebody actually gave her a hippo.
I think C.
You're right, it was C, yes. It was a huge hit. She sang it on the Ed Sullivan Show, and somebody gave her a hippo, and she eventually donated said hippo to the Oklahoma City Zoo. Okay, you're being kidding,
Those things
as you
get
have been in
huge.
all things. Here's your last question. John Denver put out a Christmas album once, Rocky Mountain Christmas, which included which of these less than merry Christmas songs? A, Please Daddy, Don't Get Drunk This Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
B, my gift for you is my love, parentheses, because that's all I can afford. Or C, poisoned by the mistletoe.
I think it's all three.
Wow.
I'm taking a big swing and going all three.
With A.
You're going to go with A.
Wow.
Again, please, Daddy, don't get drunk this Christmas. You're right again. That is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I totally think people that are caroling should add that John Denver song.
Yeah, I think it'll bring some issues to the forefront.
I think it's good. I think honesty is what we
I really
need.
think they should
Bill,
do
how did Ray Seahorn do in our
one of
quiz?
the two, Weird Al Christmas carols.
What was that?
I really think carolers should do one of the two Weird Al songs.
Oh, yeah.
It's Christmas at Ground Zero, and the radiation level's okay. And then there's The Night Santa Went Crazy.
You know what? I should cover Christmas at Ground Zero.
Yes.
I should do electro-industrial cover of Christmas at Ground Zero. It just occurred to me. That would be a lot of fun.
The night Santa went crazy. The night Saint Nick went nuts. Now you can walk around the North Pole
Saint Nicholas.
without stepping in reindeer guts.
I have ideas.
Now is a good time to get ideas. It gives you time to get things in production.
Yeah. Yep. Cover that. Cover Party at Ground Zero. Or Christmas at Ground Zero. But use
Twisted Christmas carols.
Yeah. I used to listen to a lot of Twisted Christmas carols right around Christmas time. And then I started actually getting sick of the sound of Christmas music in general.
Fair.
Even the funny ones, I was like, okay, now I'm done.
You should also do an industrial cover of Shoggoth on the Roof.
I've never heard Shoggoth on the Roof.
So, the Innsmouth Historical Society did a play, Shoggoth on the Roof.
I mean, it sounds like something that happens regularly in Innsmouth.
Yes.
From what I've heard of that town, it is just Shoggoth hotspot.
Gesundheit, and yes.
And you wonder, how can that Shoggoth stay on the roof? And I can answer, tentacles, tentacles.
I mean, that would be fun. That would be fun.
That's why I suggested I think it would be fun.
I think so, but I think the joke the joke there was originally the irony of doing a joke cover of a Weird Al song.
I mean, that might be the original intent. That doesn't mean we can't expand it because it sounds fun.
Yeah. Hey, Master Rasta 420, what's up? How you doing?
Would that be jokeception or a tur joking?
Sure joking.
Ow.
A joke and a jest and a jab?
Yeah.
I'm pressing play.
Trevor's doing it. It's probably smoked.
Ray Seahorn doing our quiz.
She was perfect. She got them all right.
Ray Seahorn is nominated for a Golden Globe for her performance in Pluribus. I am betting the first of many such nominations. You can
What was that?
She said, since it's you, it's going to be smoked. And my response is, no, it's got an herb rub. I'm sorry, that joke went to pot.
It did drip away a bit.
I
Do you
got
think
nothing.
it's high time we moved along?
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
such nominations. You can stream it on Apple TV now. It's amazing. Don't read a word about it. Watch it. Ray Seahorn, thank you so much for being with us on Wait, Don't Tell Me. We're such big fans.
Thank you guys. This is a dream come true. Thank you.
It was for
The show,
us.
it's such a wonderful show.
Take care. Bye.
Love you, Ray.
Please, Daddy, don't get drunk this Christmas.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't want to see my mama.
Everybody loves it when their friends do well, right? Which is why we were so happy when our friend Andy Richter had an amazing run on the most recent season of Dancing with the Stars.
And we were even happier when Andy joined us live on stage in Phoenix in December.
We were delighted to see our friend Andy Richter on this season of Dancing with the Stars, in which he inspired a whole lot of supporters online to call themselves Fandies. He and his dance partner, Emma Slater, lasted far longer than most expected into the competition, with Andy being dubbed by the judges the People's Princess. We are delighted Her Highness could join us here on stage in Phoenix. Andy Richter, welcome back to Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Thank you.
So,
and I should say,
Yes.
it wasn't the judges.
It wasn't the judges.
It was just somebody online started calling me the People's Princess.
Okay.
Yeah, which is incredibly flattering.
It really is,
Yeah,
yeah.
and I really am
Yeah.
hoping for a tiara for Christmas.
Why not?
Yeah.
So I have to ask, were you Dancing with the Stars has been around for a while. Did you always wanted to be on it?
No, quite the opposite. It always seemed like a terrifying prospect. And then I didn't work very much for a little while, and it seemed kind of a good idea.
Yeah, really.
yeah.
Did you seek them out? Did they call you?
No. I got it was way back in April. I got an email from my agent saying, they've offered you this, and I've told this before. My first instinct was, say no and don't tell my wife that they asked.
Right.
Like, just because, and then a minute later I felt like I have to do this. And so I said yes. And then as it got closer, I just thought, I've made a terrible mistake.
Tell me about your dance experience and expertise before this all began.
I'll just tell it to you in an anecdote that my wife reminded me of when I said yes to Dancing with the Stars. For our wedding, my only requirement for our dance was that the song be the shortest one possible.
Right.
Because I wasn't comfortable. I mean, I can dance.
So wait a minute.
With some drinks at a party.
What was the song? Was it like the boot up tone from Microsoft Windows?
Yes.
What was it?
Yeah, it was my ringtone.
Yeah. And so what was the preparation? So like you show up, you say I've been to the gym, I've been doing my cardio.
Yeah. You start dancing. You start being taught a routine.
Did you get assigned a partner, in your case,
Yes.
Emma?
I was lucky enough to get Emma Slater, who is an angel and really an amazingly talented person, an amazing choreographer. She understood me. She understood like how to teach me.
Right.
Because I don't enjoy being pushed.
Right.
The hard line kind of thing. I just say, F this, goodbye. So I need to be treated, and also she's very fun. And she also, the part of her genius was that she said, and by the way, every day we're going to make 2 or 3 TikToks.
Uh-huh.
And I very quickly, she would point and say, look how many views this got. And I'd be like, 1.3 million?
Right.
Like, that's what?
And this is...
That number has never been connected to me other than for taxation purposes.
I watched a lot of your dances, and I'm saying this with complete love and respect, speaking as a man that for good reason has not danced in public for 25 years, but it kind of seemed like your job was to stand still and watch with amazement while your partner did amazing dance moves sort of around you.
Andy, don't let him do you like that.
But
don't let him do you like that.
But, and here was the charming part, you made a lot of very expressive faces as you watched her dance about.
No. You make it sound like, I mean...
You weren't entirely.
I moved from one point to the other, and there was footwork that I had to remember.
Really?
Yeah. Yes! Yes! I learned to cha-cha, a foxtrot. I pulled off a foxtrot, so yeah.
Yeah.
And thank you. Thank you.
Nothing to be ashamed of.
By
I
the
don't
end,
know that
too,
I
I
can
was,
foxtrot.
with each new week's dance, I would learn it in one rehersal.
But it was like
I
one
did
rehearsal.
have the
You had
ability.
one rehearsal. You can do that now.
I can remember, yeah.
Wow. You sort of learned
There's
that muscle.
thank you. I tried to emulate the real dancers because I would do the dance that we were doing that week and think, I really nailed that one. I really got it. And then we would look, because we'd record it on our phones, and I'd look at it on the phone, and I'm like, look at that old man stomping around, waving his arms. Yeah, I would I tried, in different times to sort of emulate the sort of more sort of fluid movements. And it's, I was a rhino in a gazelle contest.
Yes.
I'm never going to be a gazelle.
There you go, the People's Princess. Well, Andy Richter, it is always such a pleasure to have you on our show. And as always, we'd like you to play a game that this time we are calling
Gotta Dance.
So given your performance on Dancing with the Stars, we thought we'd ask you about somebody who was really good at dancing, Gene Kelly. Answer 2 out of 3 questions about the legendary song and dance man, and you will win a prize for one of our listeners. Also, who is Andy Richter playing for this time?
Firma and Barry Kipnis of Prescott, Arizona.
Nice. Not far from here. All right, you ready? Here's your first question. Gene Kelly went from being a dance instructor in Pittsburgh to one of the biggest movie stars of all time. What was among his many secrets of success? A, custom-made motorized tap shoes. B, pants that were one size too small to accentuate his butt. Or C, whatever the music you heard watching him on screen, on set he was always dancing to the same song, Home on the Range.
B.
I think
I
it's
bet
the
you
butt
it was
pants.
B.
You're right.
Yeah.
And if you've ever seen him, you'd know that's true. Not only did he have his pants made a little tight, he would sometimes make sure his male co-star's pants were a little loose. Okay. Kelly went on, after his own career on screen, to be a director. He directed the movie Hello, Dolly. Mm-hmm. And the star of that film, Michael Crawford, said that he got the part after Kelly said which of these to him. Was it A, quote, "You remind me of a young me before I knew how to dance." B, quote, "We can shoot somebody with talent from the waist down and edit it in." Or C, quote, "We're looking for an attractive idiot. My wife thinks you're attractive, and I think you're an idiot."
I like C.
Boy. I think maybe the third one.
The third one.
Yeah, about the wife and the
You're
idiot.
right. You know this business. You know these people. That's exactly what he said. And he is kind of an attractive idiot in the film, so it works out. All right, last question. You can be perfect here. Gene Kelly and his wife hosted these massive parties for his famous friends in Beverly Hills, and a mainstay of those parties was what? A, Kelly's toe tap and punch, which was just, as it turned out, grain alcohol and red food coloring.
Sounds
B,
about right.
Kelly challenging any guest there for the first time to a dance-off. Or C, a cutthroat version of charades that could last for 24 hours straight.
I think
It's got to
C.
be the charade.
It is the
Yeah,
charades, Andy. A man who's been to his Hollywood parties.
24 hours
24
of
hours.
charades.
They would sometimes, it was known as the game.
Yeah.
We're going to play the game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, God, no.
Also, how did Andy Richter do in our quiz?
He danced his way to a perfect score, 3 out of 3.
You did.
Thank you.
There you go.
Yep.
Andy Richter was the People's Princess on this year's run of Dancing with the Stars. He is the host of the 3 Questions with Andy Richter podcast, which airs Mondays on the Sirius XM app or wherever you might get your podcast. Please give it up to our friend Andy Richter.
Thanks so much.
Andy, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you. Thank you. Father. Thanks a lot. Thanks so much.
Andy Richter really is beloved.
So we are not the only ones enjoying.
What?
Have you ever seen the movie The Game?
Did you see what Maddie just?
Yes, I think I have seen The Game. This feels like The Game being a game of charades was just a euphemism for a 24-hour orgy of the biggest Hollywood stars. Yeah, that sounds about right, Maddie. That sounds about right. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. What were you gonna say about the movie, The Game?
Oh, just calling it The Game, that and attaching it to Hollywood, and that's the first thing that comes to my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I really like
okay. It was it was a good movie. Was it? I guess this is more questions for Darth Dragonis than for any of us. But what am I thinking of the one with Richard Gere? And was that a remake? Okay.
Nope.
Douglas.
Michael Douglas.
Okay. Okay. Now I do. And isn't that a remake? All those old white men look the same to me.
I don't think so.
Okay. It's basically a Saw movie about childhood trauma. Fair enough.
Do what?
I don't remember it that well, but I think I could see that.
I can kind of see that comparison as well. No, as far as I can find, it's not a remake of anything.
Okay. Okay. Huh.
Oops.
Well, that's pretty cool that it's not a remake, that was an original. All right,
came out in
let's
the late
keep
90s when we were still doing original things.
That's true. I mean, we were doing some remaking in the 90s, but yeah, we were still had original thought. Although, I don't feel like I really have original thoughts. Like, I feel like most of the jokes I come up with are somehow recycled. Somebody else had to think of them first. Remakes were very much the exception. Okay, I can see that. Yeah. Did I dig them out of the green recycling bin? My jokes? Yes.
I'd come out of the compost pile. That's why they're all so shitty.
I can't believe we talked about Artemis 2. No, you must have said it. Talking about the waste disposal unit problem. The toilet being broken. You must have said that was a crappy problem.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it did.
That's not what you said,
Okay.
but you said something similar enough to count.
Not the septic tank. That explains why my jokes smell that way.
Uh-huh.
I'm pressing play.
Good luck.
Observed spring break,
Thank
so
you.
are our panelists. Do you know how hard it is to appear regularly on a quiz about the week's news, sometimes for years, and still never seem to know the answers to the questions? Here's some proof. Joelle. Yes! Joelle, the Consumer Electronics Show was this week. That's the big show where all the tech people bring out their cool new tech products for people. Cool. And one new gadget caught our attention. It's called the eye polish. That's the name of the device. What is the eye polish?
The eye polish.
Yeah, it doesn't polish things. It takes the place of a kind of polish.
Oh, like for bald men's heads?
No. No one cares about that. It'd be like you'd be saying to your boyfriend, "Oh, hold on, before we go out, let me download my French manicure."
Oh, it's for nails?
Yes, it's digital nail polish. All right. So eye polish, the product is digital press-on nails. You never have to paint them. They display up to 300 colors just with the push of a button.
Wow.
So, twing. Yep, exactly.
That
basically
sounds
little
useful.
digital screens, little digital, panels shaped like fingernails that light up in whatever color you choose. And someone who bites my nails, and I do, I think it would really help it if every time I did it, I was electrocuted.
It just, when you hear about
What was that, Cat?
I'm going, no, we good without that.
There's a cyberpunk part of me that wants digital nails.
That's fine.
I mean, could you
would
imagine, because you can run Doom on anything digital, can you imagine running Doom on your fingernails?
You can't run it on anything
And then you
digital.
get an
We
ad for
discovered one thing
Clorox
you
for
can't
every
run it on.
What's that?
It was the broken but fixed edition of Microsoft. Oh, do you remember what it was?
Oh, I don't know.
So we just talked about this because it's so broken that it can't run Doom.
Wow. That's really broken.
No, it wasn't an operating system. I think it was some company's AI.
Vista?
Maybe it was the AI. Either way, no, Vista will run Doom. No. It was something that's like, it is so broken that it can't run Doom.
Even a pregnancy test can run Doom.
Crabs.
Yes.
Although I would believe that because
Fish. I gave you a website with fish playing Doom.
NT had a hard time running Doom. Windows NT was not great at it, so
It worked.
I think it was better than Vista. Of course,
probably
then there was
Vista was
the Millennium Edition.
Oh God, yeah. I was trying to forget ME.
ME would
But
come out
yeah,
on all
dude,
the emails.
I think running Doom on my fingernails would be awesome. That would be so much fun. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and press play.
That's catching people's eyes, and that's the great thing that's coming out of the world of technology. It's hard to believe that the international world rules-based order is on its way out.
Up until you get the
It's
blue
just
nails
like,
of death.
if you read that in the paper, like if that was the headline,
Crash your nail operating system just so that you can get that specific color.
Oh, That's just great. You get digital nails. They come pre-chipped.
Ah ha ha! Oh, nice. That's where you lie and claim it was the dishwater. I think I'd get different little messages on each. One of them says, "You've got nail." Another one says 404. A blue nail of death. One that has a little spinning pinwheel of death. Get one that has that really old, back when the first couple of editions of Mac came out, they were all this one little box, and their boot up was that little, like, singular box. Get their boot up screen. Okay.
That belongs on the middle finger.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's
get
not
Clippy.
It is now.
How can we even be thinking about that?
Yeah, so
with everything else
so it'll
going
be like
on.
we'll be living in this dystopian Orwellian hellscape.
Yes,
but we will have like light brights on our fingernails.
Exactly.
Right.
What's a paper?
Panelists, this week we read a term in the news that was new to us, and you each get one guess at what it means. What are clanker balls? Peter Grips.
Clanker balls? Those things in the offices that you clank and they knock into each other and they go.
That's
the first thing I thought
That's
of.
your,
Why? What are the other implications?
Joel, what do you think clanker balls
if you feel
The
comfortable
type of
dropping
parties
that
Trump's
word,
going to have in the ballroom?
Rachel, where'd your mind go with it?
I don't want to say.
What?
Truck nuts for your Roomba.
Oh.
Clanker balls.
Dude, you are saying that with a very hard C on that word.
The sad thing is
just saying, man.
a couple of 10mm nuts.
No, couldn't. I'd lose them.
That's the socket. You lose the 10mm socket. The nuts stay there.
Screw this. I'm leaving this conversation. I'm bolting.
Right away, but clanker is AI, usually a term for AI usage, right? Am I close?
Okay, yeah, no, you're close, but that's not. I'll tell you, they're.
Oh, can I guess again? Is it the things that go on the back of a truck?
Those are. That's also a really good guess, but those are truck nuts.
Duh, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Way
Truck
better name
nuts,
for that.
truck nuts with a Z. So, okay. Clanker balls are balls that hang above a road before a low bridge to warn trucks they're gonna crash. So if any of you guessed that, you're right, but you're also boring.
God, I am so glad that's what they are. Like, I am.
You're not. Oh, you're not.
Yeah, I really am, though. Because I was really worried that it was some veiled dog whistly racist. Because that's what clanker is. When you're calling it, it's like it's that dog whistle at the edge of racism. That's why
aimed at robot.
Well, yeah.
But
it's also being
apparently
turned
what
against
these are-
people. Huh? But
Apparently
what these are
the teabag of terror.
I love it. Yes. That's clanker balls. They're teabags of terror. Try saying that to a trucker with a straight face. Where's lockpick? Okay. Actually, he's on right now, so. Oh. Okay. I'm pressing
If you
play.
hit them, you're not making it up. You're not making it through the rest of the underpass.
You're gonna get stuck in that tunnel.
Like Peter.
Did something happen this week where it was like,
I think what happened this week is that the Wait, Don't Tell Me writers were like, oh my God, you guys, have you heard of clanker balls? I think that's what happened this week.
I'm confused though. They're hanging from the bridge they're like right in front of the bridge before
Yeah, so they're like a block before, some amount of space before the bridge.
Okay.
So then they're called clanker balls because they're engineered to let out a loud clang when something crashes into them, which differs from the sound you hear when something crashes into regular balls crying.
There's no exit after the clanker balls. They just let you know you're about to die.
I think
you're about to experience a world of pain.
The teabag of
No, I guess
terror.
there's like enough room for you to brake and then turn around or whatever.
sounds like standard highway behavior.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
turning
people
around
love
a truck.
Oops. But to your point, Rachel, earlier, like a while back on this show, we actually talked about how clanker is a derogatory slur term for robots, which would suggest another meaning for clanker balls. And if you think the idea of those clanker balls is absurd, you've never taken a look under R2-D2, huh? Am I right, ladies?
So we're not supposed to say clanker with a hard R?
Paula, question for you. It is spring cleaning season, but this week Real Simple magazine warned that when you're decluttering, you should not be tempted to declutter what?
Well, money. Yeah, do you have a hint for me, Peter?
I do. You need to keep this around because if you run out at home, you can't ask someone to hand you some under the stall divider.
Oh, toilet paper?
Toilet paper.
Who would get rid of old toilet paper?
Get rid of your toilet paper. Apparently, enough people are doing that Real Simple had to tell you not to.
That's absurd. Why would anyone get rid of toilet paper?
Exactly.
I mean, if it's used, that's different. But
yeah.
Take it back a moment.
Yeah.
Who would get rid of old toilet paper?
Everybody would get rid of old toilet paper.
As long as it's used toilet paper.
Yeah, do you have a hint for me, Peter?
I do. You need to keep this around because you've run out.
Toilet paper.
Exactly.
I mean, if it's used, that's different, but
Yeah.
that's ridiculous.
Apparently, this is a problem enough. They declared you should not get rid of your toilet paper. This is true now. It's always been true. That's why in ancient Egypt, when someone died, they would wrap that person in their leftover toilet paper.
This sounds like something that Costco's pushing.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Do people get to an age
Toilet
where they
paper's
don't
out of
use
date.
toilet paper anymore? mean, I'd say like on my deathbed, I might roll.
I grew up on movie musicals, a form that died out years ago when everyone realized that in real life, people don't just burst into song. So, I would... toilet paper.
This sounds like something that Costco's pushing.
All right, what did you say?
Oh, I was responding to something that's going to be said in a couple of seconds.
Okay.
Costco's pushing.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Do people get to an age where they don't use toilet paper anymore? That's...
Still waiting for it to be said?
Yes. It's on the next question.
I'd say like on my deathbed, I might roll over to somebody and say, you can get rid of that toilet paper now.
I thought you had said something before we hit the music break.
Finally, I grew up on movie musicals, a form that died out.
Keep on going.
What were...
He's
a
about to
form
say
that
it.
died out years ago when everyone realized that in real life, people don't just burst into song. So, I was grateful to talk to John M. Chu, director of In the Heights and the two Wicked movies, who might have single-handedly revived the genre.
Yeah.
But he didn't grow up singing and dancing.
Except for sometimes, I guess.
He worked in his family's legendary...
I mean, I guess I've already done it twice in this show.
His restaurant in the Bay Area.
56 years later, my dad's still there. He's 82. It's called Chef Chu's, and he's there all the time. Loves to work and loves to eat.
Wow, yeah. And were you ever tempted to go into that business?
Never.
Not once. Not even a little bit.
I would, a restaurant, being raised in a restaurant, it's great because it's a house of stories. Everyone's telling stories to my dad's telling stories to them about me, and it's the people in that restaurant, because it was in Palo Alto and Silicon Valley, that people from Adobe gave me software to edit with, gave me cameras, gave me computers, so it was a very beautiful place.
Wow. Yeah, and that's what I meant, that you were identified pretty early as somebody with a flair. Yeah, so you went to film school, and you made a short film which got a lot of attention, and I was able to find the trailer for it.
Identified early as someone with a flair sounds euphemistically like they knew he was gay.
I was going to say that his name used to be Rick.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! He was a nature boy.
For it online.
Oh, man.
And it's called When the Kids Are Away, right?
Yes,
and
yes, it is.
If I understand,
it's taken most of the way through the second joint for me to sharpen up enough to almost keep up with you today.
That is terrible.
It's about high time you did.
Oh, God. Right?
I'm moving on stoner time. That's our time stone. Eastern stoner time.
Okay.
Okay.
EST,
Never mind.
Eastern Standard Time. Got it.
Yep. Still not
Except
doing
for
so
we're
great.
unfortunately under the lie currently.
Oh, please tell us all about the lie.
You really want me to get into that?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Your rants are fun.
Well, I'm unfortunately going to be a bit of a wet blanket here and just say daylight savings time is a terrible thing, and I'm leaving it at that.
Fair enough. I'll let you get away with that because we are what, hour 53 in. So, and we've still got a little bit of the show left. I was hoping to bait you into a rant, but you're right. We should be cognizant.
because it's just the trailer. The idea is little kid leaves for school with all his friends leaving for school, leaving their housewife mothers. They're all sort of traditional housewives. And as soon as they're gone, the housewives break out into these fabulous big choreographed musical numbers.
Yes, what they do when the kids are away.
and I watch this and I'm like, oh my God, it was true.
But the twist of the movie is at the end. I'm just going to ruin it for people.
Please.
But at the end, because you'll never find it, the end of it is that this kid gets found and he starts to share his moves. He thinks he's in trouble, but he shares his moves, and he actually introduces new moves to them. And we find out that he's actually little Michael Jackson, and that it's the passing on of the old musical to the new musical. Because from then on, he knows how to do that.
Wow.
Oh.
I'm just thinking.
It was very deep. It was very deep.
Yeah.
It was very deep.
You were a dancer. You studied tap dance for a long time, right?
I did. I mean, I was forced to tap with my sister because my mom didn't. I was in the car when she would take all our brothers and sisters to different dance things. So I did tap with my sister. I didn't want any other people in our class. So me and my sister did our local talent show, our school talent show every year.
Wow. Were you any good?
If by tapping well you mean like glitter and gloves, and I did this one, me and my shadow with my sister, and we got in a fight right before we're doing it in front of our school, and my mom brought in the wood panels, and my sister and I are fighting, and so she's really shy, and I don't sing along with her, so she had to sing in front of our whole school by herself, and I'm in this big black unitard as her shadow, and so I haven't lived it down since then.
Really?
I actually still feel very guilty about that. So.
And she's never seen any movie you've ever done because she's still mad. Right? So you grew up on musicals, and so you must have been excited when you got to direct the movie version of probably the biggest musical of the last 20 years, right? Wicked?
Yeah, I was psyched. I saw Wicked before it was ever on Broadway, when it was at San Francisco, because we had season tickets, and my mom called me up. I was at USC at the time. She said, come watch Stephen Schwartz's new musical. So I got to watch it sort of as patient zero before anyone knew anything about it.
I just have to ask, to personal reasons, when you were watching Wicked, were there any middle-aged men in the audience sobbing at Defying Gravity?
What was that?
Did he just hipster musicals?
Yes. Yes, he did.
I saw it before it was cool. It's still not cool.
Hey.
You know me. Just because I say something's not cool does not mean something that I do not appreciate.
I was going to say musicals are cool, but I'm not a musical person. I don't particularly do musicals. However, I know a lot of people who do and like them and think musicals are really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I mean, there are some musicals that are really cool. But then also, yeah.
Did that happen at all?
We were all sobbing. We were all sobbing.
Okay.
So beautiful.
So I have to ask you about this, especially with the first installment, Wicked. There were so many marketing tie-ins. There was Wicked branded Crocs, Wicked mac and cheese cups, Wicked Barbies, Wicked Stanley Cups, and Wicked Build-A-Bears. I'm assuming you own all of that?
Whippers? Yep.
Yep, you have it all?
I know. Now I know who sponsors this show, by the way.
Did you have a favorite one of those that they threw at you?
Listen, the Swiffer is pretty cool when you go to Target and you see the Elphaba and Galinda sections, and they're there. I mean, it's not a broomstick. It's but it's close enough.
Wicked Swiffers.
It sort of makes sense.
Honestly, though.
That's a good way to get your kid to clean the house. Like your kid that loves Elphaba is like, I'm defying gravity.
I got one more question. So I watched.
Oh, no. Mm-mm.
What was that?
I asked if a Swiffer was the Cybertruck of broomsticks.
No.
No.
I guess it's more the smart car.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. I'll go with that. Sure. Swiffers are useful for what you know, if you have the kind of floor that they're good for. Swiffers are great for those kinds of floors.
Before Wicked, some years ago, you
Nothing
made not
else to
one
say
but
there
two
on
movies
that.
with Justin Bieber. And
Oh yeah, okay. Swiffers are great for floors that they're good for. Cybertrucks aren't good for anything.
Yep.
And I'm watching the second one. I had to. It's the one that's leaving Netflix soon. and here's the thing. You designed the concert in addition to filming the movie of the concert. And including, which I thought was intensely cool, Justin's entrance into the concert in which he flies in, foreshadowing Elphaba, right? With these enormous wings. And I was wondering, speaking to you as a creative genius, if you have any idea that how I can improve my entrance on this stage. Because I just kind of walk out.
You need some lasers, you need some dancers, and you need your wings. You know, his wings were made of all his things that he actually knows how to do. It's built of all the things that have carried him. And, you know, again, I'm very deep, guys. And you have to find your wings. What are your wings?
So my wings, all the things that got me here would be standardized tests and antidepressants that came out. I could see it. John Chu, it is a pleasure to talk to you. We have invited you here today to play a game we're calling
That's Wicked Good.
Since you directed Wicked for Good, we thought we'd ask you about a famously wicked good place, Boston, Massachusetts.
Oh, gosh.
Where, by the way, now that I think of it, Wicked Swiffer sounds like something they'd say, right? A Wicked Swiffer.
Yeah.
Anyway, answer 2 to 3 questions correctly. You'll win our prize phone of our listeners, the voice of anyone they might choose in their voicemail. Bill, who is John Chu playing for?
Joe Robbins of Seattle, Washington.
All right, you ready to do this?
All right, let's go, Joe. I got you.
Okay, man. Here we go. Here's your first question. Scientists have tried to study what makes people from Boston become people from Boston. And one actual study discovered which of these findings? A, Bostonian skulls are 5% thicker than the average Americans. B, 15% of Boston toddlers drink coffee. Or C, all Boston school districts have a unit on how to climb light poles.
Oh my God.
The one that
wow.
is like
Coffee.
crazy enough, but not too crazy, would be the coffee, B.
You're right, John. That's wrong.
What?
Yeah.
It's
Here's your
all
next
kids have
question.
attention
Boston sports
deficit
fans are
disorder
known for
and
their
coffee
enthusiasm.
remedies that.
During the parade to celebrate the New England Patriots' first Super Bowl win in 2002, what happened? A, the crowd started chanting, "Yankees suck," even though they play baseball. B, 3 fans were arrested for trying to throw beer bottles right into the hood of Bill Belichick's sweatshirt. Or C, fans crowd surfed Tom Brady all the way from his duck boat to a nearby bar.
Okay.
I'm going to go A.
You're right, that's what they did. I mean, of course that's what they did.
That's what I would do. That seems fun.
Yankees suck. I gotta tell you, I saw it on TV. It was wicked Swiffer. Here's your next
Wicked
question.
Swiffer.
Earlier this month, Boston's WBZ News I-Team launched an investigative report after a man had something he'd been saving to pass on to his kids ripped away from him, heartlessly. What did that man lose? A, his Red Sox season tickets located where his heckles could be heard on TV. B, a 1981 Pontiac Trans Am that was missing both axles. Or C, 93,000 Dunkin' Donuts rewards points.
Oh, it's Dunkin' Donuts reward points, eh?
I'm just going to go with what I think is just the most logical. I'll go C.
You're right, that's what it was. He had accumulated 93,000 rewards points at Dunkin'. He was hoarding them to hand out to his children as his only legacy, and then Dunkin' changed the rules and they vanished. Isn't that sad?
That's
terrible.
It's
That's
actually the
But listen, we had a great
injustices.
partnership with Dunkin' for Wicked for Good. We could get these little Munchkin tins. It was great. It's fantastic. So.
Of course.
Wicked good Dunkin' Donuts.
right there.
Can you talk to them about
Wicked
this guy's
smart.
points?
I think we should talk to them. Come on.
Come on.
Dunkin' Donuts, if you're out there, help this guy out.
Bill, how did John Chu do in our quiz?
3 right answers is wickedly good.
Wicked awesome. Wicked awesome.
Something's okay, but they're no Spud Hortons.
John M. Chu is the award winner.
What?
Dunkin's okay, but they're no Spud Hortons.
Spud Hortons. If Tim Hortons and Spud Nuts worked together, I would be so happy.
And Spud Hortons is so much a better combination than the other way around.
I don't know. I feel like
Now you're actively trying to summon someone.
Tim these nuts. Well, yeah. They could start calling Timbits.
I forgot what I called them.
Oh, God. I was going to go with Nut Nuggets. But I think I'm going to stop there because anything else is, nope.
Who is the award-winning director of the Wicked movies? You can stream
We're
Wicked
ending
for
this
Good
before
now.
I say anything
John
else.
M. Chu, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for these wonderful movies. I cried like a baby. Take care. That's it for our own spring break edition. We'll be back next week, tanned and nursing a hangover. But first, let me tell you that support for NPR comes from NPR stations and your part-time controller specializing in nonprofit accounting and committed to supporting nonprofits with financial management services such as budgeting and forecasting. yptc.com/NPR. Easy Cater, a workplace food platform dedicated to making it easy for organizations to order food from a wide variety of restaurants, set up employee meal programs, and manage food spend at easycater.com. And Progressive Insurance, building a career is possible.
I think we can stop there.
Okay.
Well, all right. Thank you, friends, for sticking around. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you guys for being here. We've reached the end of the show, by the way. Thank you guys for being here. Thank all of you for being here. Thank you, Kat. Thank you, Peanut Gallery. Thank you, Just Me Crystal. Thank you, Maddie Holmes. Thank you, Master Rasta 420. Thank you, Chris into 386. Thank you, Darth Dragonis. Yeah, that's everybody. Thank you, all you lurkers. Much love. Stick around for the raid. We're raiding out to... As far as I know, it's DJ Margarita Mel of the Sunday No Pants Raid Train. So stick around for that. Thank you for being here. Sorry. Got caught up checking my way out. Thank you everyone for being here. Stick around for the raid. Now is the time on the show when I say, as they say around here, 2 up, 2 down, VA, double deuces. We're out, y'all.